Hello, SNA assassinators. I hope that didn't take so long to get back on the air, and I understand why I just went off like when it was in like a half an hour mark. But hopefully this lasts a bit more longer than that time. But this is the second clip of the NXT review video go home show. Let's continue to talk about NXT. This is where then Duke Hudson was like. He's there, like, I'm not sure if we actually did. Duke Hudson told Andre Chase in this Chase U classroom segment is where he's like I don't feel like we actually beaten the Good Brothers. This is where Andre Chase like, what are you talking about? Like you specifically pinned him. He's like, yes, I did pin him, but it just the thing. He was like. Right, but like the thing is, like he gave me the assist and he was not supposed to, but he gave it to me anyway. Look, I'm sorry. He's like, I'm sorry, Ridge. I'm sorry, Chase and the rest of the Chase U students, but here's the proof. Like here's the evidence. Man, this is where then we got. This is where then Andre. This is where Andre Chase then looked at the evidence of the picture of what just happened last week, I believe, like in that turmoil match when they faced the Good Brothers, where then Andre Chase was like, really, Ridge? You cheated, like just to help us get a shot at the NXT tag. This is where then what's the name? This is where then Rich Holland put his head down in shame. This is where he was like, I know it was the wrong thing, but it was the best way to guarantee you a shot at the NXT Tag Team Championship. This is where then Thea Hill's like, oh, Rich, like, how could you? And this is where Rodley Osborne was so happy to see something that Rich Holland did something wrong and hurry up to criticize him. This is where he was like, yeah, like that was very awful and terrible. And then this is where he did with a big smile. And then this is where he's like, I was trying to help out. Like, this is where he's trying to explain himself. And that's why I pushed you out of the way. Like, so, like out of the Gallus' dive. And then he's like, and then this is where then Andre Chase was like, Ridge, like, nobody in this room, including myself, like, is free of mistakes. But, like, I'm going to have to ask you to stay. I'm gonna have to tell you to stay back in the locker room when me and Duke fight Nathan and Axiom at Heatwave, and then this is where the Rich Holland's like, okay, well, I'm sorry guys, and I'll get as you wish. This is where then Andre Chase like, all right, class dismissed. Like, I think that's all for you all today. This is where then Rich Holland stayed in the room. This is where he was feeling disappointed and he felt so bad of doing that in order to help him out. And what are your thoughts on this? Do you think that Rich Holland will try to help him out again? Pull Finn Balor and the rest of the Judgment Day in order to help Andre Chase Andre and Duke Hudson to get a guaranteed win and become the new NXT two-time NXT Tag Team Champions, to be exact? Let me know down in the comment section right down below. I'm gonna talk about this in just a moment. Like I'm just gonna keep this short and sweet and simple to the point. Like I'm just gonna see. I'll tell you the way I would see this. Like, but let's move on to the next slide. This is where we got Lola Vice and Roxanne Perez then came face to face. Like this is where she got two men bodyguards. I don't understand why she got two men bodyguards. Like, and it's only just a woman. Like, only just one, even though she fight like a man, but still. And this is where then this is where the Roxanne President started first. This is where then she was like, oh. He's like, Lola, if I'm being completely honest, and she was like, I don't think you're gonna last that long. I don't think you would even last at least 2 minutes. Like, you know what? Like, I don't think you even to be honest, I don't think you were you last 2 minutes long when you faced Shayna Baszler at Battleground. I did if I'm not mistaken right here when I say this, but the big problem with you are, Lola, this isn't Bellator. What? Like, it's not the underground. This is not definitely sure as hell not an MMA fight. Like, and he's like, and this Sunday it's actually gonna be a wrestling match. Like, which we finally which we're starting to finally admit that it is these days, and because everything has changed from the last 12 months. But this is where we got Roxanne Perez, and this ring, and this again, that means that you're in my world. Lola, the world that I've been clearly, I'm a master of. You know. Like you know me pretty much very well than any voters and stuff and you're trying and you're and you had to sacrifice it all in order to get where you at right now on top, and this was and I respect that but I haven't told my story yet. My story, the sacrifice that I had to give up in order to get it. My mama was pregnant with me, during her black belt test, and then became a four-degree master, and she was I was training in the Olympics. This is where she would start getting teary up and emotional. I was like, what is up with these couple of these women's wrestlers getting emotional? What is the National Female, a Sad Female Day? I don't know. Exactly it is. I'm just making something up clearly. It's just only Ariana Grace and what's her name just doing this. And Lola Vice, this is where the Lola Vice then it was crying even more. This is where she was and this is where Lola Lola, and then this is where then she continues and she was and at the age of 20 years old, I already became a fighter, and I made a name for myself in Madison Square Garden in New York City, and then this is where fans were cheering yeah, if that's not a blessing, this is where then. And this is where Lola Vice was my mother's gonna be watching me this Sunday, and I cannot wait to call her and tell her, mommy, I did it, I finally did it, for all that hard work that you helped me out, get to this point, and and then he's and I finally brought the title home. I believe she said in Spanish. This is where she's and then she's for all your sacrifices, Mom, I am your new women's NXT Women's Champion. I believe she translated that. This is where the Roxanne Perez oh, keep dreaming, honey. Oh, keep dreaming, honey. Enough of your little pity party you're having here, and you're having here and trying to make me feel bad for you, but I don't feel nothing for you. The only thing I feel is me and myself and I is NXT. But I did not know anything about you about that at all. I could look at you and I could clearly see that you believe and I believe sacrifices, but not in that way, of course. But Lola, I have to tell you here, out of every single woman in that locker room that I faced, they had that same phone call. And the reality is, Lola, when you step inside the ring with me, and I put my title on the line, those phone calls were never made. And then that's where then you because every single match, every single victory that I proved time and time again, and that's why they call me the prodigy, Lola Vice. Just ask Natalia, ask Jordan Grace, ask Lyra Valkyria, and at the age of 22 years old, I'm building up a legacy. I'm a two-time NXT Women's Champion, and then this is where the Lola Vice you are a two-time Women's Champion, but that's all you're gonna be. This is where she started giving her anger face, and this is where she started pacing forward and back, went right in front of Roxanne Perez, what you were doing on the left side, of course. This is where then we got Roxanne Perez then clearly stated that she's not going to defeat her at this Sunday, and then he was and then the unfortunate part is that your NXT career in the middle, your NXT career is in the middle of my era. That's what she said. Yeah. And I'm not gonna give up my title, not to you, not to anybody that's in that locker room. And not even Ava if she tries to challenge me for this championship. This is where the Lola Vice was then responded you don't have to give it to me, Roxanne. I'm gonna take it from you. And then this is where fans start cheering yeah, please do. And this is where she's like, go ahead, beat me with your best shot. Like, and I'm gonna be smiling, like, and I'm gonna hit you with my shots, and you're gonna wake up without that title next thing you know. And then this is where then she's like, and then on this Sunday, like I'm gonna be I'm one step closer of being and I'm gonna show that I'm the greatest to cross over. Like and the MMA and I transition from the MMA to the WWE. That's where then she was like, and then this Sunday, like when I ripped that title off your shoulder, like and this is where she was like I'm gonna be the first like Cuban American NXT Women's Champion. I was like, yeah, it's true. But I don't remember seeing the last time I saw a Cuban American ever became the Women's Champion of the developmental territory. I'll say maybe some Latinas, maybe some Japanese, maybe Africans, maybe some Europeans, but never that kind of Spanish culture. Like never held a NXT Women's title before. But anyway, this is where then we got Lola Vice then was about to leave. This is where we got Roxanne Perez was like, yeah, go ahead, leave like the coward you are. This is where then Lola Vice then turned around like, what? What was that? Like, call me a coward. Like, and here you go, gonna put these male security guards on me. This is where they try to do something with her. This looked like she's about to they're about to either escort her out or even attack her. But even if they tried, the Lola Vice was prepared. She hits one of them, kick. This is where she hits a back fist right onto one of them, knocking them out cold. And right there, this is where the other security guards are like, all right, like calm down, like everything's all good. Like we're not trying to attack you. I was thinking to myself, like, yeah, but why we're slowly surrounding her and getting closer to her, like yeah, that's not a good look for you guys as security guards. But anyway, this is where the Lola Vice was like you're like I'm. You have the world right on top of you right now, Roxanne. He's like, and you may be in your own world, like, but this Sunday when I knock your ass out, you're not gonna know whose world it is no more, or you don't know what world you're living in. Let me rephrase that. And what is your thoughts on this match this Sunday for the NXT Women's Championship? As much as I probably would love to see Lola Vice win the NXT Women's Championship, I just cannot see her being that NXT Women's Champion at this time because I'm gonna tell you exactly why. Like when I predict on who exactly going to win, which I kind of already gave it away. But this is where we got what's his name? Then Ethan Page then starts saying that he's going to be winning the match this Sunday, and that he's another person on the list that could possibly be lying. But this is where then we got. This is where then we got Dame. This is where then we got the No Quarter Catch crew with the new member Tavion Heights because they needed a new fourth member because